Whoa.
Sometimes even a good hinge and a clear plan still end up with a surprise at the very end.
Thing blew apart.
That barber chair nightmare happened in a split second. 2,000 pounds of tension snapping back instantly is terrifying. That first swing totally gives Captain Jack Sparrow vibes up in the rigging. Serenity meets extreme danger in a single frame here. It looks so quiet and peaceful looking out at the lake. Yet there is a screaming chainsaw cutting into a rotting spar. It is such a stark contrast between the beautiful environment and the terrifying job requirements.
For this to stop swaying before I do the cut.
Can you believe they use Actros trucks, which are designed for pavement, in this deep mud? It clearly needs the extra traction of a 6x6 or a proper off-road chassis to handle the unstable forest environment. That load is heavy. Watching the suspension collapse under that centrifugal force is terrifying. The truck never stood a chance. He literally disappeared into the tree trunks for a second there. Best security system ever. Nobody is touching those pine logs today. Watching the 797 on the right, it seems to be eating the wood alive. Even if the steel on the left potentially had a head start, the yellow beast appears to be closing the gap rapidly. Displacement might be the deciding factor here. You can see the conveyor lifting the wood toward those 28-inch saws. The goal here is high volume, turning roughly 3-foot lengths into smaller blocks at a rate of about 350 cubic feet of wood per hour, close to 3 cores. The hydraulic adjustment keeps everything moving smoothly without any manual pushing.
Oh, darling!
It's always a good day for a hard hat, and this clip proves it. Great work! Where are we going to find a girl like this? At first, I didn't even see the bulldozer behind him. I honestly thought that truck was powering through that mud all by itself. It looks staged since the glass is missing. Definitely a planned demolition for fun.
It ain't even a foot tall.
¡Ole! ¡Porco Dio!
Trying to save $50 on delivery just cost him a totaled car. The roots of that massive camphor tree are mixed with soil and huge stones. What a mess. They have to remove the rocks first, then cut the root ball just enough to let the excavator pull it out. Watch along to see the raw power needed for this job.
That's gonna fry him up. He's up the ladder!
This is exactly why real arborists use spikes and ropes, not shaky ladders. Watch this incredible storm salvage operation in Austria. They are using the Synchrofock cable system to pull massive wind-felled trees off that steep mountainside. This work is extremely hazardous. Those logs are under immense tension and could shift or snap back instantly. Truly amazing skill is on display here. Come see the entire challenging process. The hard part is done. The timber is secured and leaving the harvest site. Now, the truck makes the long, final trip to the processing facility. He was standing right in the danger triangle. That's a rough spot to be when the piece comes back at him.
So they're cutting it here.
I can't believe he held on to the saw. A dream.
There you go, man.
So the tractor pulls the whole tree through the fixed blades. But why is the machine lifting up when it grabs the stem? It looks like the operator needs to stabilize the APOS unit, especially when dealing with heavy foliage. That fog makes it look like he's dropping a tree right in the middle of Silent Hill. Spooky but beautiful. Could the trailer brakes be stuck on, making the climb harder? V10 power is great, but it might not have the torque needed to push that heavy load uphill. Check out the output rate of the GSR 280 saw. The machine efficiently saws logs, producing about 110 to 140 cubic feet of lumber every hour, roughly 1,300 to 1,700 board feet. This compact gang saw is clearly built for high volume work, despite drawing only around 13 to 16 horsepower. If you look closely at the hydraulic hoses moving back and forth, you might spot specific colored tapes or markings. Some say they're used to roughly mark log lengths so the operator can measure by eye. A simple, old-school workaround from before digital systems became common in forestry. Not good. That is one tough-ass job. Thank you, gentlemen, for your hard work. Red oak has a nasty reputation for being super brittle, almost like hemlock. From what I've seen, leaving a thicker hinge tends to help prevent it from snapping early, a lesson usually learned the hard way in the field.
Önüne zaten sen de tutmadı. Arkada tutmadı da iyi oldu.
Can you imagine having to drive these slopes when the road is this frozen? It takes a special kind of trucker to handle the mountains, the cold, and the heavy logs simultaneously.
Böyle bir şey istiyor. He? Çok mu korktu?
Carpathian Mountains, overloaded logging truck on a muddy track. You can almost feel how sketchy that ride is. Ten minutes seems like a very short time to erase a massive oak stump. The Rayco RG80 stump grinder is powering through it, which is impressive considering the cutting wheel isn't exactly brand new. How much faster would it be if the teeth were freshly sharpened? Credit where it's due. The rigging idea is creative, but a safer plan would save everyone a lot of stress. He's really not supposed to run a chainsaw above his shoulders like that.
Está pesadísimo ese árbol.
Es que se va a quedar trabada, hay una rama que se va a quedar trabada ahí, ¿ves?
There's still a lot to learn. Mistakes like this have seriously hurt a lot of people before. The LogMax 7000 XT harvester is a complete processing plant in the forest. It cuts, limbs, and measures logs in one smooth cycle. This combination is clearly optimized for high-volume production of large-diameter wood. Imagine clearing a whole trailer in just a couple of moves. With a grapple capacity of over 8 square meters, the LRS 545 log handler isn't picking up sticks. It is moving 30 tons of timber at once. It really changes the perspective on how fast a log yard can operate. Automation is the name of the game here. The way the TLA-22 cutting unit coordinates with the TB-1200 splitting plant seems to eliminate almost all manual handling. It's fascinating to watch the logs get processed so fast, so don't click away if you want to see efficient engineering in action. That tree trunk weighs way more than all of them. Situations like this are why people say to hire a pro. Dr. Bills cost more than bringing in an experienced climber. Never a dull moment when hydraulics are doing the heavy lifting for a felling cut. I was waiting for the barber chair snap. But the push saved it. Definitely not a textbook drop, but effective nonetheless for clearing the area. Mud seems to be a constant companion in this line of work. Watching the skidder churn through the wet ground of the Jura Mountains makes you realize how capable these machines need to be. Just a man, his machine, and the woods doing the job with passion and grit. Calling that a road is generous. It is basically a mudslide designed to trap heavy machinery forever. Their health insurance premiums just skyrocketed watching this video. What's the mission? To prove he's unstoppable. A 1,000-pound log hit his head and he still got right back up.
That was dangerous, people.
Hearing reports of this machine potentially burning under 8 gallons an hour is quite interesting. If those numbers hold up in the real world, it suggests the X8222D manages to balance its hydraulic power with efficiency quite well. Nothing else sounds like one of those monster chippers working at full tilt. You can hear the sheer force as the 440 horsepower motor attacks the log. Stay clear of that infeed zone. That thing pulls hard and fast. Crane is usually there to keep the wood from falling at all, especially in tight spots or near houses. But here, it looks like they just overstretched it.
О, новый бля мать. Фух, ну пронесло. Нормально, да.
These machines take no prisoners. Respect the power and stay clear. Subscribe for more extreme logging footage. Thanks for watching Machine Universe.